Welcome to Simon Field on the campus of DC Everest Senior High School as Zaleski Sports brings you American Legion baseball tonight. It's DC Everest against Merrill. Hello, everybody. I'm Chris Conley. We're stringing together some nice afternoons and early. Merrill did not play Legion in conference team. Now, the Evergreens have just not been hitting the last couple of games. Managed only 3 hits last night. In the 3 games before that, all losses, 4 hits, 4 hits, and 4 hits. Today they will face some easier pitching. Carter Kaminsky goes for Merrill. He spent a part of his season with the junior varsity on the Merrill program, although he did get some varsity pitching experience. Evergreens will start Jack Dvorak. Our pregame coverage on Zaleski Sports is brought to you by Auto Select. Auto Select's on Schofield Avenue in Weston, providing dependable vehicle repair, service, and tires for 22 years. A 3-year nationwide warranty, free roadside assistance. At Auto Select, you're good to go. That's Auto Select, Schofield Avenue in Weston. Catch
aches and pains of Everest.
We said this yesterday when Cole O'Brien was pitching. When the team's not scoring runs, that just puts a little more pressure on your starting pitcher. You just feel like set the Everest defense. Brennan Hochberger's in left field. J.J. Lewis set the Everest defense. Brennan Hochberger's in left field. J.J. Lewis in center. Hayden Grzelczyk's in center. Hayden Grzelczyk plays right. Grzelczyk plays right. Working for someone who's operating the scoreboard. Working for someone who's operating the scoreboard. Pretty deep. Bouncing ball to third. Kind of a tough hop there for Cole O'Brien. Stays with it, and a strong throw across the diamond. Jack Dvorak opens on this Wednesday night with a 3-up, 3-down first. Everest will try and get the bats going when we come back. This is American Legion Baseball on Zaleski Sports.
Is your business, church, or organization getting a fair deal on your copier contracts? Do you even know how much you're spending? Bauer & Fine Business Technologies has been in the office technology industry for 70 years. We have an award-winning service department, and customers love our fair and flexible service contracts. If you're currently a customer, thank you. If you currently work with one of our competitors, let's talk. We can tell you if you're overpaying or getting a good deal. BBT, we want to be the easiest vendor you work with. b-bt.com.
Hi, this is Brian Butch, former college and professional basketball player, here with a message from Abbey Bank. Safeguard your personal information and join us for Abbey Bank's free shred day on Wednesday, August 6th from 8:30 a.m. to 4 p.m. at any Abbey Bank location. Shred your confidential documents for free. And while you're there, help make a difference. Bring a non-perishable food or hygiene item to support your local food pantry. For full details, head to abbeybank.com. Abbey Bank, where they make banking about you. This ad is sponsored by Abbey Bank, member FDIC.
Yeah, Hochberger could punch one right through the right side. Beg your pardon, it's J.J. Lewis, who's just been hit by a pitch. So now there are runners at first and second for the designated hitter, Cole Van Slyke.
The designated hitter, number 2, Cole Van Slyke.
Van Slyke hits for the pitcher, Jack Dvorak, tonight. Cole's played a little bit all over. Played some first base. Was catching last night. Hits here with 1 out and 2 on. Yeah, a timely hit here would change the vibe a little bit around the Everest Legion team. First ball strike at the knees. Merrill Steel is your partner for structural steel fabrication. Consider moving your career to one of the largest growing fabrication companies in the upper Midwest. Apply at merrillsteel.com. Cole waits on the 0-1 pitch. A little bit high, 1-1. Hochberger, good speed at second. J.J. Lewis, even faster at first. See if Cole can drive one to the gap and bring them both around here. Got one to hit. It is through the right side. Evergreens will play this station to station. The lead runner, Hochberger, gets the stop sign and holds up at third base. Bases are
Now
full.
at the bat, the catcher number 14, Brody Hall.
Brody Hall will hit now. First inning, and the bases are full of Evergreens. See how Merrill sets this up defensively. They'll pinch in at the corners and stay at double play depth at second and short. First ball is a wild pitch. Run will come in. Pitch was way outside. And no, Hall didn't go with it either. That's a ball outside. Wild pitch. 1-0 Everest. Any way it comes, right? Everybody moves up. Still 2 in scoring position for Brody Hall. Inside 2-0. I mean, if I'm the Evergreens, runs have been so hard to come by, I'm thinking you got to get 3 runs out of this. Got to get a hit, bring the other 2 men in scoring position around. Give your pitcher a little bit of breathing room. Just get a better feel in the dugout. Little high, 3 balls and no strikes. Kaminsky's in danger of loading up the bases again. Hayden Grzinski waits on deck. Down low. Well, low certainly to my eyes, but called on take. 3 balls and 1 strike. Come on, Blue. Got to be kidding me. 3-1. Swing and a miss. Count goes full now. So Carter Kaminsky, with kind of a gift call earlier in the sequence, battles back to a full count. Roller to third. That ball is in play. J.J. Lewis is caught in between. He is going to be tagged. I thought he was safe there. Oh, my. Called out. The ball arrived in time, but I thought the tag was up high and that J.J. Lewis's foot got the bag first. An out at home, I guess. You can watch that one again on our Zaleski Sports YouTube channel.
Number 18, Carter Miller. Now at the bat, right fielder number 16, Hayden Grzinski.
An out at home. But again, to my eyes, the tag was being applied by catcher Cole Rindy up high. And I thought J.J. Lewis's foot hit home plate first. Here's Hayden Grzinski. Still only 1 run in and runners on the corners. Now there are 2 outs. That bounces off the catcher's glove. This is a pass ball, not a wide. Yeah, that hit right off the inside of the catcher's glove and got away from Cole Rindy. 2-0 Everest. Runner moves up to second. Inside out swing and fouled off. It's 1 ball and 1 strike. Taking, and it's a strike. 1 ball and 2 strikes. So Hayden Grzinski's got to swing away here. He's got a runner at second base trying to pick him up. Fouled back. We'll do 1 ball and 2 strikes again. Evergreens have a courtesy runner now at second base. That's Carter Miller. This ball is well hit. It's going to be a diving catch by the center fielder, Theft, in the outfield. Isaac Clapper reached up over his shoulder and seemed like he was surprised as anyone else that that ball landed in his glove. Evergreens get 2 runs. Could have had more. 1 inning complete. Everest 2, Merrill nothing. This is American Legion Baseball on Zaleski Sports.
An 11% rebate on everything at Menards. Dutch Boys Durafighter Interior Paint is a paint and primer in one that provides tough, lasting protection. Get a gallon starting at $22.49 after rebate. Give your space the platinum treatment with Platinum Plus Interior Paint. It's a premium paint and primer in one with a protective finish that guards against scuffs, spills, and stains. Pick up a gallon starting at $37.99 after 11% rebate.
Save big money at Menards.
For the very best in craftsmanship and innovative construction, put your trust in Scherer Construction. You'll see their work when you drop your kids at school, visit the public library, drive past the fire station, or even in the industrial park. Scherer Construction has helped countless homeowners with bringing their dreams to life, and hundreds of businesses create beautiful facilities that make our communities shine all throughout Wisconsin. For your next residential, commercial, municipal, or educational construction project, join the countless others who have put their faith in Scherer Construction. Find their location right here in Wausau or online at schererconstruction.com.
Top of the second is on, and hey, look at that. The Evergreens are playing from in front for the first time in what seems like forever. Baseball is brought to you by Merrill Steel, your partner for structural steel fabrication. Consider moving your career to one of the largest growing fabrication companies in the upper Midwest. Apply at merrillsteel.com. Jack Dvorak retired the first three batters that he faced. Here comes Isaac Clapper. Bounced well in front of home plate. Ball one. You know what? It's important here. Dvorak needs to hang up a zero. Adjusts there and gets a strike, 1-1. I mean, Everest has not been scoring a lot of runs. 2 runs come in the first inning, one on a wild pitch and one on a passed ball. Hit to the right side. First baseman Cade Felch has it. Takes it to the bag himself. So, I mean, because the Everest offense has been inconsistent, you want to keep the 2-run lead and build on it. Noah Klug to hit now. Righty to righty. Sidearm delivery is a little bit low. Ball one. No wind makes it feel a little bit warmer than it actually is. Temperature 81, same as it was when we started last night's game against Plover. 1-1. After working through some wet weather last week, we've had 1, 2, 3 great nights for baseball in a row. 1-1 pitch now. Low again. 2 balls and a strike. 1 out and nobody on for Noah Klug. On the outside corner, 2-2. Noah wasn't going to do much with that pitch. Takes a strike. Count's full now. That's ball outside. Because they played this afternoon, I got to watch a big chunk of the Brewers-Dodgers game. Jose Quintana gave the Brewers another good start. Swing and a miss. There's strike 3 and the second out here in the second inning. I mean, Jose Quintana was on the Brewers roster just kind of as a fill-in guy because of all the pitching injuries earlier in the season. And Quintana's turned into a pretty solid starter this year. I mean, he's a lefty in the big leagues. Lefties in the big leagues can hang around forever. I think he's boosted his record now to 6-2 or 6-3. That's a pleasant surprise. Cole Rindy takes down low, ball one. Strike, 1-1. I mean, the thing that's going to make the difference for the Brewers, getting back 2 quality pitchers. Brandon Woodruff looked no worse for wear. He'll start again on Saturday. It's way outside. And Jacob Mizorowski. Elsewhere around the league, guys have got to see him pitch. Say, are you kidding me? That's the way a rookie comes out of the box for his first 4 starts. Not bad at all. 2-1. Adjusted on the outside corner, 2-2. So, I mean, the Brewers are interesting just because they're going to have more pieces for the second part of the season. Down the left field side and foul. Will stay at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Yeah, if I'm the first place Cubs, I'm thinking that, the Brewers are going to be better down the stretch. If the Cubs think they need another piece or two to lock down the division, they better go out and get it before the trading deadline. Swing and a miss at a bad pitch down in the dirt, and Cole Rindy is tagged out to bring the inning to a close. Jack Dvorak retires the first 6 that he faces. We'll go to the bottom of the second. DC Everest leading 2-0. This is American Legion Baseball on Zaleski Sports.
Dad the ultimate gift this Father's Day with Skill Power Tools from Menards. They're built for power, precision, and portability. From drills and drivers to sanders and saws, Skill delivers advanced performance and durability with the convenience of cordless technology. Plus, the PowerCore 20 battery powers every Skill 20-volt tool for ultimate versatility. Get this Skill 20-volt cordless drill driver kit for $64.96 after 11% rebate.
Save big money at Menards.
Great Lakes Cheese in Wausau is hiring full-time second and third shifts with competitive starting wages and a pay increase every 90 days during your first year. Great Lakes Cheese invests in their employees. Apply today at jobs.greatlakescheese.com.
Does your roof need attention? Don't replace it, restore it with Seamless Commercial Roofing. Our process is guaranteed and a fraction of the cost of replacement with no downtime. When your roof needs attention, call Seamless Commercial Roofing in Marshfield.
Bottom of the second is on. Cole O'Brien, Cade Felch, and Will Schoberg will hit for the Evergreens. 7, 8, and 9 in the batting order. Baseball today is brought to you by France Propane, your locally owned, complete service propane company. They've served all of central Wisconsin for over 2 generations. Learn more at francepropane.com. France Propane, local, quality, family.
Now up to bat, the third baseman, number 12, Cole O'Brien.
Did you see or did you hear about the off-the-field baseball news in New York City? You know who Livy Doon is, right? She is Paul Skeen's very attractive younger celebrities in the building. They don't want the paparazzi outside the front door. But Livy says she'd already put the money down. She said she was a day away from getting the keys when she was told, "I'm sorry, the co-op board has said no." So she is not the new owner of Babe Ruth's apartment. Strike 3, Cole O'Brien is down on strikes. Babe Ruth's apartment. Strike 3, Cole O'Brien is down on strikes.
Now up to bat, first baseman, number 11, Cade Felch.
In fact, the New York Post interviewed one of Babe Ruth's granddaughters, who says that when her granddad was still alive, what did Babe Ruth do at his apartment? He says he'd give home-cooked meals from his second wife to former Yankee players. If there were Yankee players that got traded away when they played in New York, they could come over to Babe Ruth's house and have a home-cooked meal. Granddaughter said on the road some of the meals weren't all that good. All one to Cade Felch. So Livy will have to find another place in Manhattan. It's down low, 2 balls and no strikes to Cade Felch. Felch is usually DH'd for when he pitches, so he doesn't get many at-bats. Going to get a chance to hit for himself here today. Cade is playing first base. Takes a strike, 2-1. I remember years ago, that Derek Jeter of the Yankees, he was dating Madonna, and then for a while was dating Mariah Carey. In fact, when Derek Jeter went into a slump, which wasn't very often, some of the sports writers would write about it. Maybe it's a Mariah slump. Fouled back, 3-2. This is kind of a weird story that's also from the New York Post, that when Derek Jeter, before he was married, had lots of lady company over at his Manhattan apartment. Apparently he did pass muster. The co-op board must have had enough Yankee fans on it. 3-2 pitch that's inside. It's a walk with Cade Felch.
Now up to bat, the second baseman, number 3, Will Schoberg.
The New York Post once interviewed Derek Jeter's driver. That Derek Jeter had a limousine, as you might imagine, on call. And if one of his lady friends for the evening was going to be asked to leave in the morning before the paparazzi might show up outside of his home. So the driver would come around. It was a 5 or 6 a.m. wake-up call. And if Derek Jeter had decided he was not going to see that lady friend again, the driver had like a gift basket for her, be waiting in the back seat of the limousine. Said, here's a signed autographed picture, and here's some high-end perfume and some nice stuff for you. But you're never seeing me again. First baseman's got it over to second, 1, back to first, double him up, an inning-ending double play. 3-6-3, which brings the weird stories to an end. 2 innings complete, Everest 2, Merrill nothing. This is American Legion Baseball on Zaleski Sports.
We have team members in our lives, whether it's this or that or friends, and he's my team member that look for my best interest. And he said, we're going to get you up walking without the walker. And I'm like, oh, really? And he says, yeah, we are. I'm really grateful from the bottom of my heart to Shai and his staff because they made the impossible seem possible.
Call to set up a free obligation evaluation. Next Step Prosthetics, the fit for you.
At Ridgestop Exteriors, we're more than your average home improvement company. We're your neighbors, and for over 20 years, we've been trusted and proudly serving right here in your community. Customer service is our #1 goal. Call now for your free estimate.
Ridgetop Exteriors.
Top of the third is on to hit against Jack Dvorak. Brody Klebnow will get things going. You know, as I was watching the Brewers and Dodgers this afternoon, I'm thinking, I grew up, I was a Brooklyn kid. The Dodgers had already left for the West Coast. They departed in the 50s. I was in Brooklyn in the 70s as a kid.
Now up to bat, the right fielder, number 16, Brody Klebnow.
But my grandparents, I remember my grandfather was angry about the Dodgers moving from Brooklyn and going out to L.A. So, if things unfolded differently, I would have been a Brooklyn Dodger fan. Klebnow takes strike 1. And after the Dodgers left, my grandfather, huge baseball fan. Not every game was on TV back then, but he'd have the radio on summer afternoons. Ball game was on the radio at our house in Brooklyn. Counts a ball and a strike. And my grandfather, after the Dodgers left, could not bring himself to like the Yankees. Waited nearly a decade before the New York Mets were brought into existence. Here it's a ball and 2 strikes to Brody Klebnow. Bounced foul. I've talked before about the Mayor's Trophy game, a forgotten piece of baseball history. On the last day of the All-Star break, the Brooklyn Dodgers and New York Yankees would play a charity game. One year it would be at Yankee Stadium, it would be at Ebbets Field the other year. Raised money for the Police Athletic League. And back then, no interleague play. Ground ball to short, Jablonski throws, got him. Cade Felch digs out the low throw. Eric Grunwald to hit now. So with no interleague play, the Mayor's Trophy game was the only time the Yankees and Brooklyn Dodgers played each other unless they were meeting in the World Series, and they did a few times in the 1950s. But the Mayor's Trophy game was an event. Raised money for the Police Athletic League. The games were always sold out. My grandmother and grandfather, on the first day that tickets would be available, would buy a ticket for the Mayor's Trophy game. Again, an exhibition game that meant nothing but bragging rights for New York City. 0-1 pitch. Took something off, and that's low. 1 ball and 1 strike. 1-1, 2 balls and 1 strike. Final piece of Brooklyn versus Los Angeles Dodgers history. Again, the Dodgers packed up the entire organization. Front office, team executives, many employees moved from Brooklyn to Los Angeles. Who was the last member of the Brooklyn Dodgers organization when the team moved to Los Angeles? Who had the longest tenure, had the most time in Brooklyn before the team moved? You might get this if you think it through. It was not a player. 3-1 pitch is popped up, shallow right field. This may be trouble. It falls. Too long a run for Hayden Grzinski. Eric Gruenwald has a Bermuda Triangle 1-out hit. Carter Kaminsky, the pitcher, will hit for himself in the number 9 spot with a man aboard. The longest-serving Brooklyn Dodger after the team moved to Los Angeles was radio and television announcer Vin Scully. Vin Scully called the games for many years aside Red Barber, another legendary announcer, in Brooklyn, and then moved with the team to Los Angeles. 0-1. Gruenwald looking to move that runner over from first base. Fouls that one away. It's no balls and 2 strikes. The base runner, Gruenwald, thought maybe that got by the catcher. No, it was fouled off. He was trying to take off towards second. That's down low, a ball and 2 strikes. Of course, what a lot of people don't realize about baseball on the radio, for those West Coast teams, when they play on the East Coast, the game is on during the afternoon drive home. So if you were listening to the Dodger game on the radio today, you'd hear the game as you were getting out of the office, heading on the LA freeway. Needed a really good radio announcer because that was your drive time radio programming. Count evens at 2 balls and 2 strikes here. Throw over to first, runners back. Yeah, West Coast baseball is always a little bit different. It's always a little different when our teams are out west. The games start so late. When I was a kid in New York, when the Yankees or Mets were on the West Coast, those games started at 10 o'clock our time. I had to be in bed for school back then. Ground ball to short. Force at second, got him there. Back to first, too slow and not there for a turn. The lead runner is the second out. Jablonski got it over to Schoberg in time. Carter Kaminsky reaches on a fielder's choice. 2 outs now and a runner at first for Brady Norton. First pitch to Norton is low, ball 1. To left field. Going back is Hochberger. He makes the catch and the inning comes to an end. Norton is 0 for 2 with 2 flyouts to left. Blue Jays get a hit but do not score. 2 complete. Everest 2, Merrill nothing. This is American Legion Baseball on Zaleski Sports.
Selling your car to Doll Auto is quick and easy. Bring your title and keys, and you'll have a check in as little as 30 minutes. Still owe money on your vehicle? No problem. We'll take care of it. Doll Auto. Simple.
I'm Jamie Schley. As your American Family Insurance agent, I'm looking out for what matters to you, even when nothing is wrong. Give me a call or stop by our new office location and let's talk about your insurance needs today.
Bottom of the third coming up, and the Evergreens have 1, 2, and 3 in their batting order. George Jablonski, Brennan Hochberger, and J.J. Lewis. This top part of the Everest order tallied the 2 runs back in the first inning. See if they can keep the good times going. Carter Kaminsky got a double play for the second and third outs to get him through the second inning without much trouble. Yeah, there it is. I'm looking over at the Merrill Blue Jays dugout down the first base side. It's empty. Merrill's only bought 9 players today.
Now up to bat, shortstop number 20, George Jablonski.
Jablonski popped up in foul territory his first time up. First ball swinging, fouls it off for strike 1. American Legion Baseball is brought to you by France Propane, your locally owned complete service propane company. They've served all of central Wisconsin for over 2 generations. Learn more at francepropane.com. France Propane, local, quality, family. One pitch to Jablonski. Pops this one up in foul territory. This one will be out of play. First baseman Kane Wallen has to retrieve his hat after running over towards the chain link fence. Back at home plate, it's a ball and 2 strikes on George Jablonski. That's away. Count evens 2-2. The lights are on early here at Simon Field, so the meter is spinning for Wisconsin Public Service right now. Reach down for a pitch that was too low. This is going to not have enough hang time for one of the infielders to get under it. Jablonski will retrieve his bat and will get another 2-2 pitch. Jablonski digs in and is ready to go. He's leading off the bottom of the third inning. Late on that and fouls it off. Simon Field's going to be one of the last fields left with fluorescent lights. All the new fields, LED lighting. Foul back again, so Jablonski's proving to be a tough customer. This will be the 8th pitch that he'll see in the sequence. Inside, and you'll see another. 3-2 now. Swing and a miss. Pitcher wins that battle. Jablonski is down on strikes.
Now up to bat, left field number 1, Brennan Hochberger.
Brennan Hochberger doubled and scored, hit a gapper to left center field his first time up, and a well-hit ball, too. Hochberger's first ball swinging and pops this up down the left field line. There's going to be room there. Room for a play for Brady Norton. Quickly, there are 2 outs.
Now up to bat, the center fielder, number 5.
J.J. Lewis hits with 2 down and nobody on. He was hit by a pitch his first time up. We're brought to you by Culligan Water, specializing in all of your water softener, drinking water, and water filtration systems. Count on Culligan to keep your water pure and healthy with unparalleled service and convenient delivery options. First ball swinging and cued foul for strike 1. You look at the American Legion baseball standings, who's on top? It's the Wausau Bulldogs, who won all 7 of their in-league games so far, 7-0. Followed by Rapids and Plover. I beg your pardon, Marshfield, Rapids, and then Plover. A little bit off the plate, 2 balls and 1 strike. Lewis works ahead in the count, looking for a pitch to drive here. Fouled it back. 2-2. That was a good pitch to hit. Got a lot of the plate. It's a little bit below the belt. Lewis waits again. Took something off it and fouled off the third base side. Will stay at 2 balls and 2 strikes. 2 outs and nobody on for J.J. Lewis. Everest tallied twice in the first inning. That's been the only scoring so far in this game. Takes, called strike 3. That's a 3-up, 3-down inning for Carter Kaminsky. He's now struck out 3 in the ball game against only 1 walk. We'll go to the 4th. 2-0 Everest. This is American Legion Baseball on Zaleski Sports.
Get more sales, more customers, more employees, more community support. Let Zaleski Sports help you today. Our advertising rates are less than what you have in your pocket now. People just like you watching this broadcast are your next customer or team member. Plus, you'll have the satisfaction of making sure that our light continues to shine on these student athletes. Use the phone in your hand. Email us now.
Hey, you're tuned in to Better Halves.
Skip, I love my hometown, and I want a health plan that feels the same way. So, what are your favorite local date spots?
Oh, yeah, I know like all the date spots in Eau Claire.
Jane, I'm Steve from security. I've lived here in Wisconsin my whole life, and that means I understand your health coverage needs better.
By the way, Doug, it's Eau Claire. I have a dozen Eclairs in my dressing room.
Top of the 4th is on. We're moving right along tonight. Kane Wallen to lead off against Jack Dvorak, who will face 2, 3, and 4 in the Merrill batting order. I see that this game is being sent back to Merrill on the radio from WJMT. Oliver Burrows is calling the game outside. He's behind the backstop. Why not? Take advantage of the beautiful weather.
Number 6, Cam Wallen.
So we know when you find it, most people take the video feed of Zaleski Sports, but if you're in the car, ball game's on the radio. What's not to like? Kane Wallen hits from the left side. He's 0 for 1. Fouled out his first time up. Takes a ball outside from Jack Dvorak. Popped up, foul territory behind third base. Reaching back is Cole O'Brien, who makes the catch, and there's the first out. So Kane Wallen's been retired in foul territory on the first base side and now on the third base side. Cooper Wendorf grounded out his first time up. He'll take his turn. Hit him. First free pass that Jack Dvorak has allowed, a 1-out base runner.
Now to bat center fielder number 15, Isaac Clapper.
Isaac Clapper bounced out to the first baseman his first time. Clapper plays center field. He just looks like a center fielder. Looks like a kid that covers a lot of ground defensively. Takes strike 1. Evergreens have only 2 hits. Merrill's got only 1, so the bats have been quiet again today. That's outside. 1 ball and 1 strike. This is the 5th straight game at home for the Evergreens, and they're looking to get at least 1 into the win column. Just missed on the inside corner. That was close. 2-1. Jack Dvorak, who doesn't complain about anything, kind of held his stare like he thought that was a strike. Throw over to first. Runners back. Get help finding your next career at Express Employment Professionals. Locations in Wausau, Stevens Point, and Marshfield. Learn more at expresspros.com. That's expresspros.com. 2-1 pitch. Aimed it, and it's low. 3-1. Dvorak in danger of generating some traffic on the bases of his own doing. Coming home, strike. Clapper was taking all the way, and now the count goes full. One out, and here is the payoff pitch. Batter asks for time. Dvorak was taking a long time coming set. So everyone will reset, and we're waiting on the 3-1. Beg your pardon, 3-2. Late swing, a bounce to third. Only plays across the diamond to first, got Clapper by half a step. Cole O'Brien knew that he had to hustle that ball across, and he did. Runner advances from first to second, 2 outs for Noah Klug. Klug struck out his first time up. One of 2 strikeouts for Jack Dvorak so far tonight. Outside, ball 1. Long set, 1-0 pitch. Inside out swing to first base. Handled by Cade Felch, will take it to the bag himself, and the inning comes to an end. We're halfway through tonight. We'll go to the bottom of the 4th next. Everest leads 2-0. This is American Legion Baseball on Zaleski Sports.
Culligan Water delivers. From your first call, to your first sip, to your first soak. Culligan, give us a tap. The only water that comes with a van.
Hi, I'm Josh Marks, owner of Infinity Exteriors. 9 out of 10 brand new roofs can't pass a simple manufacturer warranty inspection, meaning 9 out of 10 brand new roofs have no warranty. Infinity operates on principles instilled in my Marine Corps service: honor, courage, and commitment. Infinity is meticulous craftsmanship, unbeatable quality, and always at the best price. Infinity buys more, pays less, passing those savings directly to you. We're booking new roofs, siding, and windows. Call today.
Welcome back as we go to the bottom of the 4th. Carter Kaminsky's allowed just 2 hits. Cole Van Slyke had one of them, a single in the first. He'll lead off here in the 4th inning. I'm Chris Conley. Nice night for baseball. Where are you? Following along on Zaleski Sports, you should be here at Simon Field. As the sun sets and things cool off a little bit, it's a great night to be out of doors. We're brought to you by Axis Insurance. Personal, business, auto, and life insurance needs, there's always a local agent you can look to at Axis Insurance. Learn more at AxisInsurance.net. Axis Insurance Agency. Their business revolves around you. Second time during this homestand that Cole Van Slyke's dad is manning the grill. So if something's burning, a little bit of smoke wafting from behind home plate, that's what's going on. Cole Van Slyke to lead off the bottom of the 4th. A little bit high, ball 1. Get the feeling the Evereens are going to need more than 2 runs tonight to get this into the win column. Jack Dvorak has pitched well. Nothing against him, but just 2-0 is not much of a cushion. Low, 2-0. You say, well, what's going on with the Everest offense? You've got to understand that the Everest Legion program is looked at a little bit differently than some of the other teams. The Evergreens consider Legion baseball to be developmental baseball. They want to get kids who didn't get a lot of varsity experience this year, want to get them ready for next season. So you have a lot of younger, less experienced JV-type players playing here. This is down the right field line. It's foul in the corner. Long strike for Cole O'Brien. Like Cole O'Brien, played with the varsity the entire season. He's a known varsity commodity. But as you move down in the Everest batting order, a lot of these are JV kids who are seeing much more difficult pitching than what they saw during the regular season. So that's why sometimes the offense isn't there. You're making an investment in next year's players during this year's Legion season. O'Brien's out in front of that. And that's strike 3. Our scoreboard did not have the count right. Cole Van Slyke has struck out.
Now to bat, the catcher number 14, Brody Hall.
Cole Van Slyke actually hung around the plate like he wasn't sure if that was the third strike against him. Brody Hall bounced into a fielder's choice his first time, 0 for 1 today. Again, Brody Hall is one of those kids. JV catcher. Looks like a pretty solid defensive catcher. Can you get his bat going? Well, he plays Legion ball, so he'll get double the number of at-bats that he got during the high school season. That's the whole development idea. Takes a strike here. Hayden Krasinski in the on-deck circle. Falls into the same category. JV player trying to coach him up for next spring. Foul back to the catcher's mitt. No balls, 2 strikes here. Carter Kaminsky, 3 strikeouts. He hasn't walked anyone. Didn't offer at that. It's outside. 1 and 2. Infinity Exteriors is installing peace of mind, roofing, siding, and windows built to last, saving communities from unscrupulous contractors. Infinity Exteriors guarantees quality you can trust. Brody Hall's down to the count 0-2. Fouls that one away. He'll see another pitch. Home plate umpire tells us we're at 1 ball and 2 strikes. Thank you, Big Blue. That one missed inside, too. Pops off the catcher's glove. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Evergreens have not done anything since the 2-run first inning. 0 in the second, 0 in the third, 1 out and no one on here in the fourth. Two-two pitch, that's up high. Count goes full. I mean, Kaminsky, his job is to keep Merrill close enough here. Late timeout granted as Brody Hall asked for it and was given it. Keep this as a 2-0 game, and Merrill certainly has opportunities to live to fight again in the later innings. That's ball 4. Didn't miss by much. A 1-out base runner for Everest.
Bat, right fielder number 16, Hayden Krasinski.
Hayden Krasinski popped out to right field. I think Everest wants a courtesy runner here.
18, Carter Miller.
Carter Miller will courtesy run for Brody Hall. See what Hayden Krasinski can do with a base runner aboard. Righty to righty. Here we go. First pitch is popped up to shallow right field. That's off the second baseman's glove. They're going to get a force out at second base anyway. Lead runner Carter Miller had to hold to see if that was going to be caught or not. Instead, it's off the second baseman's glove, Grunwald, but Grunwald came up throwing and got the lead runner. 2 outs. Hayden Krasinski's on first base on a fielder's choice. Cole O'Brien to hit. O'Brien struck out his first time. Throw over to first. It's a pretty big lead over there for Hayden Krasinski. Gets back safely. Cole O'Brien, who gets limited at-bats, wants to make the most of these chances. Hit and run is on. Pitches down low. Stolen base. So with 2 outs, Everest does get a runner into scoring position. kind of magnifies this at-bat for Cole O'Brien, looking for a hit here to extend the lead. During this 4 and now a 5th game homestand, 2-out hits for the Evergreens have been non-existent. Looking to change that here. 0-1 pitch to shallow left field. Foul ball. Cole O'Brien is down on the count, 0-2 now. Serve to left field, but foul again. In just about the same spot. No balls, 2 strikes. 2 outs, runner on second. Outside. One-two pitch, didn't miss by much. A little bit inside, 2-2. Hayden Grzinski, pretty good speed at second base. He could come all the way around on a hit to the outfield. Outside, 3-2. If the inning continues, Cade Felch gets a turn. And Cole O'Brien has walked.
Now at the bat, first baseman number 11, Cade Felch.
Third walk that Carter Kaminsky has allowed. And we will get a quick trip to the mound. Coach Riley Pazar, before the game, told Cade Felch he was going to try and get him as many at-bats as he could tonight. Tells me that Cade Felch in the later innings will probably not be pinch hit for, even though the Evergreens have a big bench tonight. 2 outs and runners on first and second. We're ready to go.
Bat, first baseman number 11, Cade Felch.
Cade would love something to talk about from this at-bat. Up high, ball 1. Carter Kaminsky, who really needs to keep this a 2-0 game. This is a big out that he's trying to get to end the 4th inning. At the knees, called a strike, 1-1, borderline pitch. Inside out swing down the right field side and foul. 1-2 to Cade. Cade Felch pitched on Monday. Game where the Evergreens lost to Marshfield in extra innings. Cued up the first base side. Dies in foul territory by a foot, maybe a little less. Simon Field, like a lot of high school fields these days, does not have a dirt runner's path between home and first or home and third. If that was on the dirt, who knows if that one would have rolled back into territory. Fly ball on the infield. Going back is second baseman Eric Gruenwald, and Cade Felch has popped out. That brings the 4th inning to a close. No, was that dropped? That was dropped. That ball's in play. That ball is in play. And the run comes all the way around. Oh, my. Boy, that was the most routine end to the inning until it wasn't.
Will Schoberg.
Two runs come in, and Cade Felch gets all the way down to third base on an error. Oh, my. Looked like the inning was over, and two runs come all the way around to score. Evergreens have just doubled their lead. Here's Will Schoberg, popped up in foul territory. Does the catcher have room? No. So Will Schoberg says to me, Chris Conley, before the game, says, "Hey, Mr. Conley, why do golfers bring two pair of pants to the golf course?" I mean, I'm not a golf player. Why do golfers bring two pair of pants? He says, in case they get a hole in one. Got it. I told him I thought that joke was so bad that I would attach his name to it. This is popped up. Shallow center field. And Isaac Clapper does restore order, makes the catch. Evergreens on an error with 2 outs get 2 more runs. 4 complete. It's now 4-0. This is American Legion Baseball on Zaleski Sports.
Are you tired of being a boring old tree, bird, or mythical war hero? Find the right job for you at Express Employment. Stop today and discuss positions that fit your abilities and qualifications, leading you to the perfect job. Always local, always strategically selected to match your skill set with local employers. There's a perfect job out there. Let Express Employment professionals help you find it. In Wausau, Stevens Point, Medford, and Marshfield. Find jobs and apply online at expresspros.com.
Is it time to replace your old gutters? Call Schwartz Seamless Gutters and protect your home with new seamless technology. No seams, no leaks. With free estimates in 2 days or less and workmanship guaranteed, our service is as seamless as our gutters.
The Auto Service Specialist at Sherrill Tire and Auto Service can change your oil, fix your brakes, align your vehicle, make that check engine light go away, and more. Great service from great people at Sherrill Tire and Auto Service. Find your location at SherrillTire.com.
Top of the 5th is on. Evergreen's got 2 runs in the 4th without the benefit of a hit. Jack Dvorak will face 6, 7, and 8 in the Merrill batting order. Cole Rindy to lead off.
Now to bat, catcher number 8, Cole Rudy.
Our scoreboard has Everest with 5 hits. That's not true. A walk, a fielder's choice, base on balls, and an error. No hits in the 4th inning. Evergreens have 4 runs in on just 2 hits. Blue Jays have only 1 hit so far tonight. This is Jablonski moving over to his left and throws him out. 1 up and 1 down here in the 5th inning.
Right fielder number 16, Brody Klebnow.
Brody Klebnow bounced out to short his first time up. At the knees, strike 1. American Legion Baseball tonight is brought to you by J&D Tube Benders. Founded in 1968, they've been in the Felch family ever since. A locally owned manufacturer specializing in tube bending, welding, and cutting. You can join the J&D Tube Bending team in the Schofield Industrial Park or apply online, jdtube.com. It's a ball and a strike to Klebnow with 1 out and nobody on. Sidearm delivery, fouls it off his shin. 1-2. If that hurt Brody, he's not showing it. One-two pitch. Left that up high, 2-2. Jack Dvorak has not been overpowering tonight, but he's done just enough. Hasn't walked anyone, has allowed just 1 hit. 1-2 pitch. Strike 3 called. It's Jack's third strikeout of the evening.
Now up to bat, the second baseman, number 28, Eric Grunewald.
Eric Grunewald has the Merrill only hit so far. Design Theory 19 is your home that's the heart of your best moments. Make your home uniquely yours with Design Theory 19 in downtown Wausau or online. Their website is designtheory19.com. Design Theory 19, where dreams become design. Low, ball 1. Final game of the 5-game homestand here at Simon Field, and Everest is trying to pull out a win tonight. 1-0 pitch, overthrew, but gets the strike anyway. High, strike 1, 1 ball and 1 strike. Dvorak had 3 up, 3 down innings in the first and second, and bidding for one here in the 5th, with 2 outs and the base is empty. That's low, 2-1. Popped up to center. Coming in is J.J. Lewis. He's got it. And there is the 3 up, 3 down inning. Merrill goes quietly in the 5th. They trail 4-0. This is American Legion Baseball on Zaleski Sports.
I knew I wanted to start an agency that honored those small town values like relationships and service. Our mission is to sell insurance ethically and with integrity to protect our clients' needs today, tomorrow, and in the future.
Not everybody understands insurance, and it's a good day when I can help give peace of mind.
When working with Access Insurance, we are a team, so you don't just get one of us, you get all 4 of us.
Access Insurance Agency, our business revolves around you.
At Nicolay Bank, we believe that our hometown communities are the backbone of what makes Wisconsin special. From Crivets to Manitowoc and Algoma to Grand Chute, you see a thriving community with Nicolay Bank working as a partner, acting not as a corporation, but a community. When we serve together with local entrepreneurs and leaders, great things happen. That is our guiding principle. A strong and successful hometown means a strong and successful Wisconsin. We are proud to be a part of that. Nicolay Bank. Real people, real conversations.
Bottom of the 5th. 4-0 Everest. There have only been 3 hits in this game. 2 of them belong to the Evergreens, 1 of them to the Blue Jays. Top of the order, George Jablonski to lead off for Everest. He's 0 for 2.
Now up to bat, the shortstop, number 20, George Jablonski.
George popped out in foul territory to first base and struck out his last time up. Our home plate umpire retrieves a loose baseball that's up against the batting screen behind home plate. He must be wondering, aren't there some players that could do that? Jablonski's ready to go. Bottom of the 5th is on. Inside, ball 1. Jablonski last night was also leading off. Normally he hits in the number 9 spot. Inside, 2-0. Takes a strike, 2-1. Yeah, Jablonski just normally doesn't get on base enough to be a leadoff batter. But you look at who's available in the Everest lineup, and sometimes it's George who's popped up on the infield. Shortstop, Cooper Wendorf makes the catch.
Now for the Evergreens, number 1, Brennan Hochberger.
Hochberger has the best hit ball of the night for either team, a gapping double, 1 for 2 today. Scored the first of the 4 runs. Innovative Health says pain is your body's check engine light. It signals that something's not right. Come to Innovative Health in Weston for the best in chiropractic care. They'll keep your body running the way it's meant to work. Feel better, live better. Innovative Health. Ball 1 to Brennan Hochberger. That's outside, 2-0. Everest benefited from 2 walks in the 2-run fourth, which has given them their third and fourth runs tonight. Both came around on what should have been a pop-up on the infield to end the inning. Instead, dropped at second base. 2-1 here to Brennan Hochberger. Inside corner, Hochberger surprised by that, 2-2. If he could, I think Hochberger would have tapped his helmet. 2-2 pitch. Popped up and fouled away. Will stay at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Scherer Construction has an office in Wausau. Scherer Construction offers commercial and custom home construction experts throughout central Wisconsin. Check out their work online, schererconstruction.com. We'll do 2-2 again to Brendan Hochberger. That's up high, counts full. Carter Kaminsky has just issued a 1-out walk. Brendan Hochberger's been on base twice tonight.
Now at the bat, center fielder number 5, J.J. Lewis.
J.J. Lewis was hit by a pitch and struck out, officially 0 for 1 today. Hit and run on here, maybe? J.J. Lewis's first ball swinging, and it's to left center field, and this is in the gap. Nope, over and making the play, Isaac Clapper. I thought that was more on a line. Thought that was trouble. Clapper, kind of rangy, had time to move over and make the catch.
Now up to bat, the designated hitter number 2, Cole Van Slyke.
Lewis gave that a line until Clapper got a beat on it. Here's Cole Van Slyke, strikeout and a single, 1 for 2. Strike 1 to Cole Van Slyke on the inside corner. TRW Auto Body in Mosinee has top quality collision repair. Full body repair, 24-hour towing, courtesy loaner car, and they guarantee all of their work for life. TRW Auto Body in Mosinee, your friendly fender bender mender. A ball and a strike now to Cole Van Slyke. Outside, 2-1. Two outs and a runner at first base. Tip that back into the catcher's mitt, 2-2. Long set, coming home. Strike 3, swing and a miss. A 1-out walk, but the Evergreens do nothing with it. 5 complete, it's 4-0. Everest leads Merrill. This is American Legion Baseball on Zaleski Sports.
Take your education out of the classroom and give new spaces a spin. Wherever you are, North Central Technical College is there with flexible learning options, including rolling start dates and 100% online classes. Earn your degree around your life.
The first tube was bent in 1968 back in a garage by our house. Shortly after that, we moved into a rented space in a machine shop.
Moving into this building in 2000 at 90,000 square feet.
So right now we sit at 165,000 square feet.
150 employees. Every day we look at how grateful we are to be where we are, but we never forget where we started. Here at J&D Tube Benders, we're a full custom hydraulic tube manufacturer. We can do anything from your simple bent tube component to a fully welded assembly.
Tonight's ball game's moved right along. We've been at it for an hour and 20 minutes, and here we are on the top of the 6th. Jack Dvorak working on a one-hit shutout right now. I'm Chris Conley. Glad you are here on Zaleski Sports. We're brought to you by Foundation Finance. Start a job making the money you need with flexible scheduling, a close-knit, fun-loving group, and full-time benefits from day one. Learn more at foundationfinance.com. Carter Kaminsky, the opposing pitcher, will lead off the top of the 6th. Kaminsky grounded to short his last time up. He reached on a fielder's choice, 0 for 1. Takes a strike there. Dvorak's retired the last 5 that he's faced. Hasn't allowed a hit since the 3rd inning. And here we are in the 6th. That stays way up high. 1 ball and 1 strike. Stone Innovation says, for the best in countertops, cabinets, flooring, and remodeling, look no further than Stone Innovations. Residential or commercial, redesign, or custom built. Learn all you need to know online, stoneinnovations.net. Stoneinnovations.net. 2-1 pitch. Popped up and out of play down the left field side. 2-2. Carter Kaminsky, the batter, he's not pitched poorly. Defensive mistake and error on the infield cost him 2 runs. Only been reached for 2 hits. Waiting on a 2-2 pitch. Dvorak to Kaminsky. Outside, 3-2. And that's up high. A leadoff walk to start the 6th inning.
Now up to bat left fielder number 24, Brady Norton.
Brady Norton's 0 for 2. 2 flyouts to left field. If Merrill's going to be competitive down the stretch of this game, they've got to get something on the board this inning. I don't think you're going to come back from 4 runs down, but if you get a run or 2 here, you see what happens in the 7th inning. Strike 1. That runner down at first base is the first walk issued by Jack Dvorak. He has hit a batter. Ground ball to first. Bounces off the glove of Cade Felch, which means the only play is at first base. No double play there. Lead runner Carter Kaminsky advances from first to second on the ground out. I don't think that ball was hit hard enough to turn 2 anyhow. Kane Wallen is 0 for 2. Fouled out both times. Fouled back, strike 1. Everest outfield's playing pretty deep for Kane Wallen. Waits on an 0-1 pitch. Sidearm delivery is outside, 1-1. hit to left. Coming over is Hochberger. He makes the catch. Runner does not advance. There's the second out. So Jack Dvorak is trying to navigate around a leadoff walk. He's come back to get the next 2 outs. Here's Cooper Wendorf.
Now at the bat, shortstop, number 22, Cooper Wendorf.
0 for 1, was hit by a pitch his last time up. Low, ball 1. Merrill did not play yesterday. Earlier in the week, they beat Plover. That's a nice win for them. And the Evergreens losing the first 4 games on this homestand. Trying to get on track tonight. Dvorak is behind 2 balls, no strikes to Cooper Wendorf. There's a strike. Sun is setting over the right field foul territory fence. This game's played so quickly we may end with some daylight left. 2-1 pitch. Clubbed foul to left field, 2-2. Dvorak's recorded 3 strikeouts against 1 walk. Would love to notch his 4th in this spot. 2 outs, 2-2 pitch coming. Aimed that. Runner's going to try and get down to third. Yes. Carter Kaminsky moves 90 feet closer. Full count now. Jack Dvorak working to Cooper Wendorf. Coop asks for time, and it's granted. Three-two pitch with 2 outs. Popped up. It's on the infield. Schoberg, the second baseman, makes the catch. For the first time all game, Merrill got a runner down to third base, but could not cash him in. Dvorak comes back and gets the next 3 batters. Bottom of the 6th is next. It's 4-0 Everest on Zaleski Sports.
In every department at Dull Auto, you'll find people who've been in the industry for decades. Sales staff with a deep knowledge, not just of cars, but how to build relationships. A service team who always double checks each other's work. Dozens of people you may never meet who've been working for years to make buying and servicing a car feel fast and easy. In over 100 years at Dull Auto, we've learned to value experience. After working with our team, you'll value our experience too. Dull Auto, simple.
Elite Auto Care on Schofield Avenue in Weston offers the best in automotive care and repair. This locally owned and operated repair group features a full staff of ASE certified technicians. They are ready to handle all major and minor repairs to get you back on the road. For any make, any model vehicle, look to Elite Auto Care for repairs. From general maintenance and preventative care like oil changes and tire rotations, to those more challenging issues like air conditioning, brakes, and engine issues. Elite Auto also offers a full selection of tires to fit your vehicle needs. For your next auto needs, turn to Elite Auto Care, your local family-owned auto business, on Schofield Avenue in Schofield.
Both starting pitchers still in, and we've reached the bottom of the 6th inning. Brody Hall, Hayden Grzinski, and Cole O'Brien to face Carter Kaminsky. Evergreens have only 2 hits. They both came in the first inning. Merrill has only 1 hit. The pitchers have pretty much had their own way tonight. Brody Hall has walked and reached on a fielder's choice, so he's been on base for both of his plate appearances. Brody Hall is first ball swinging and fouls the first pitch in the 6th inning away. Popped up. Shallow right field. This is foul territory, and reaching over is Kane Wallen, the first baseman. Brody Hall has fouled out.
Now up to bat.
Hayden Grzinski reached on a fielder's choice. He scored on that error in the fourth inning. Brought in 2 runs. First pitch to Grzinski is at the knees, strike 1. These teams played back in June up in Merrill. Evergreens were winners 8-4 that day. 4-0 lead now. It's 1 ball and 1 strike to Hayden Grzinski. Low, 2-1. You bet Jack Dvorak's going to come out and work the 7th. He'll be bidding for a complete game shutout. Bounced off the plate to third. Noah Klug throws across the diamond, throws wildly. There's an error, and it's going to be a 2-base error over the head of the first baseman. Klug with a throwing error puts a man on second base with 1 out.
Now up to bat, the third baseman, number 12, Cole O'Brien.
Second error tonight for Merrill. Cole O'Brien comes up in an RBI spot. And that's away, ball 1. And we said earlier, Cole O'Brien gets limited at-bats, so he'd love to pick up an RBI here. Swing and a miss at one that was up high. 1 ball and 1 strike. Fouled away, 1-2. Yeah, O'Brien, when he pitches, is always DH'd for. So these are rare at-bats for Cole, playing third base today. 1-2 pitch. Hit him. No RBI, but there'll be runners at first and second.
Now up to bat, first baseman, number 11, Cade Felching.
Cade Felch popped up to the second baseman on what looked like it was going to end the fourth inning, till it was dropped. Because there were 2 outs, runners were off with the pitch, and 2 runs came all the way around to score on a play that should have ended the inning. There'll be a quick trip to the mound. The entire defense will come in. Talk about how to handle Cade Felch. We are sponsored by Newton Electric. From residential to commercial, industrial to agriculture, Newton Electric in Wausau has been serving central Wisconsin since 1977. Give them a call or find them online. Their website is NewtonElec, NewtonElec.com.
Now pitching for the Blue Jays, number 24, Brady Norton.
Brady Norton will come in. There will be a pitching change here. Right-hander Brady Norton will take over for Carter Kaminsky. Norton had been playing left field. So no time in the bullpen. He just moves from the outfield to the pitcher's mound. Carter Kaminsky didn't pitch poorly today. 5 1/3 innings, he gave up just 2 hits. 4 runs, only 2 of them were earned. Carter's got 4 strikeouts, 3 walks. A wild pitch allowed a run to come in the 2-run first inning. So Brady Norton takes over for Carter Kaminsky with runners at first and second and only one out. Cade Felch, a walk, and reached on an error. Felch will be the first batter that Brady Norton faces. Norton should be ready to go here.
Now batting for the Evergreens, first baseman number 11, Cade Felch.
Norton to Felch. A little bit up high, ball one. So that first ball is a little bit tight. Could have been a strike. Bounces away from the catcher. A wild pitch will move everyone up a base. Again, all of this without the benefit of a hit. Evergreen's got 2 runs in the 4th. No one hit safely. Here we've got a throwing error and a hit batter at second and third. Cade Felch looking to pick up both of them. Swing and fouled it back off the catcher's mask. 1 ball and 1 strike. Come set, Norton's coming home. Fly ball to left. Center fielder is over into the gap, and Isaac Clapper, who's covered a lot of ground so far tonight, makes the catch. Runner from third will tag. It'll be a sacrifice fly and an RBI for Cade Felch. 5-0.
Second baseman number 3, Will Shoulderboy.
Will Schoberg to hit. 2 outs. Runner at second did not advance on the sacrifice fly. Will Schoberg hit into a double play and flied out to center. He's 0 for 2. Swings and misses. Strike 1. Pitcher stops and looks the runner back to second base. Looking ahead to Merrill's 7th and final at-bat. They'll have 4, 5, and 6 in their batting order due up. Down low, 1 ball and 1 strike. I think for sure Jack Dvorak's going to be run back out to the mound, try and complete this game. Working on a 1-hit shutout. Inside, 2 balls, 1 strike. Evergreens have played from in front the entire night. They got 2 runs in the first inning, added 2 in the 4th, and 1 more here in the 6th. That's low, 3-1. George Jablonski on deck if the inning continues. 3-1 pitch. Schoberg bounces it off the plate to third. Bob Old going to have to throw across the diamond. Safe. You know what? I'm scoring that a hit. Schoberg was going to beat that out. A wild throw does not cost a run. Lead runner stops at third base. That's a hit.
Now to bat, shortstop number 20, George Jablonski.
It is the third hit for the Evergreens tonight. Posted on the scoreboard as an error. What do they know? They're wrong about that. George Jablonski will hit with 2 outs, 2 in scoring position. Jablonski fouls that back. In fact, our scoreboard has Merrill with 4 errors. They, in fact, have only 2. A throwing error by Noah Klug and a dropped ball on Eric Gruenwald, which was costly. 2 runs came in on that miscue. 0-1 pitch. Down low, gets off the catcher's glove. Passed ball will allow another run to come in. Balloons this lead up to 6-0. Runner also moved up from second to third on the pass ball. Outside corner strike, 1-2. One-two pitch. Fouled off down the left field side. The Evergreens with 6 runs in on the benefit of only 3 hits. One of those 3 didn't leave the infield. 1-2. On the ground to third. Klug has it, throws across the diamond. He aimed it and throws wildly. There's an error. Another run comes in, and George Jablonski will move down to second base.
Now up to bat, the left fielder number 24, Zach Depp.
As Klug was winding up to make that throw, he just seemed unsure of himself. Three runs in, and Brennan Hochberger, a walk and a double. 1 for 2 today, will get a chance to hit. Up high, ball 1. So now we've got a football score, 7-0. Takes a strike at the knees. 1 ball and 1 strike. John's Auto Repair says for all of your auto repair needs, Mosinee and Rothschild turn to John's Auto Repair, just off Business 51, north of Mosinee. It's auto repair you can trust. They'll have it done right and get you on your way. John's Auto Repair. Strike 2, a ball and 2 strikes to Hochberger. Norton's been charged with 3 runs, but only 1 of them is earned. 2-2. Coming home to Hochberger, fouls that back, so he'll see another in this at-bat. Yeah, the hill has sure gotten steeper to climb for Merrill. Went into the inning down 4-0 and now trailing 7-0. And that's a fair ball into the corner. Hochberger's got himself a double. That's a long single, but he'll bring in a run. 8-0. Hochberger's the only player in the 2-hit club tonight.
Now up to bat, center field number 5, J.J. Lewis.
It's a double, a single, and a walk. A 2 for 3 night for Brennan Hochberger. That's not too shabby. Here comes J.J. Lewis, 0 for 2. Down low, ball 1. On the field for post-game coverage, Chris Conley and Riley Pazer. The dynamic duo will be back together again. Wild pitch bounces through the catcher's legs, and Hochberger moves up from first to second. There are 2 outs. Outside. 3 balls and no strikes. If the Evergreens push 2 more runs across, this game would come to an early end on the 10-run rule. And there's a strike, 3-1. Lewis hits that foul, counts full now. Brady Norton came on in relief in the middle of this inning. The only out he's got was a fly ball to center that turned out to be a sacrifice fly. 3 balls, 2 strikes here. Inside out swing, caught by the second baseman Eric Gruenwald, and that brings the inning to a close. Last call for the Merrill Blue Jays. Everest has doubled the score from 4-0 now to 8-0. Jack Dvorak will bid for the 1-hit shutout when we come back in the 7th. This is American Legion Baseball on Zaleski Sports.
If the check engine light comes on in your car, do you address it or hope it goes away on its own? Pain is your body's check engine light signaling that something isn't right. Innovative Health in Weston can help identify and fix the aches and pains of everyday life. We deliver effective chiropractic care for every joint in your body, from your neck to your back to your knees and feet. With 4 doctors on staff and advanced treatment options, we've been consistently voted a top chiropractic and sports medicine clinic in central Wisconsin. Whether you're a high school athlete, a pregnant mom, or just feeling the wear and tear of life, give us a call at Innovative Health in Weston today.
Feel better, live better, Innovative Health.
Welcome back to Simon Field, where the Evergreens appear to have this losing streak about to end. They're up 8-0. Isaac Clapper to lead off. Jack Dvorak's allowed only 1 hit, a single back in the 3rd inning to Eric Gruenwald. Isaac Clapper 0 for 2, ready to take his turn in the right-hand batter's box. We are brought to you by Backey's Family Chiropractic in Rothschild. Personalized chiropractic care no matter what issue your body's battling. Migraines, anxiety, stress, or youth issues, let Backey's Family Chiropractic give you back the life you deserve. Something the Evergreens will be happy about, they've played errorless baseball tonight. During this losing streak, the defense has been a sometimes thing, but not so tonight. Dvorak falls behind 2 balls, no strikes to Isaac Clapper. Bouncing ball to short. Tough hop for Jablonski. Picks it up, throws him out anyway. Jablonski did a good job keeping that in front of him.
Now up to bat, third baseman number 4, Noah Klug.
Noah Klug's got a couple of throwing errors in the ballgame. And 0 for 2 at the plate. Misses outside, ball 1. Blue Jays are down to their final 2 outs. Klug is late, swings and misses, 1-1. Swing and a miss there. Dvorak dropped down for a sidearm delivery, and he's ahead in the count, 1 ball and 2 strikes. Fouled back. And we'll do 1 and 2 again. Coming set, 1-2 pitch. Outside corner, called, strike 3.
Now to bat, the catcher, number 8, Cole Rudy.
Dvorak's 4th strikeout. He's walked only 1. Cole Rindy to bat. Jack Dvorak's looking to retire the final 6 batters that he sees in working this one-hit shutout. That's low. It's 1 ball and 1 strike. To sinking center field, that's down. So a 1-hitter has now become a 2-hitter. Cole Rindy singles with 2 outs.
Now up to bat.
Brody Klebnow 0 for 2 will hit.
Brody Klebnow.
First pitch to Brody is up high above the shoulders. Ball 1. There's a strike. Yeah, this pitching performance by Jack Dvorak is just what the doctor ordered. Merrill has not had much to work with against him. 1-1 pitch fouled away, a ball and 2 strikes. This game is down to its final strike. I think we'll talk to Jack Dvorak in our post-game show. Foul territory and out of play down the first base side. For Merrill, this was going to be a hard game to win. Had only 9 players on their roster tonight. And Dvorak has outpitched his opponent Carter Kaminsky, who will take the loss. Kaminsky worked 5 1/3 innings. Swing and a miss. A 5th strikeout for Jack Dvorak, and the ball game is over. And the Evergreens' losing streak is over. They're 8-0 winners over Merrill today. For Everest, 8 runs on just 4 hits, no errors. For the Blue Jays, no runs on 2 hits. They committed 4 errors. Everest left 4 men on base. Merrill left 3 men on base. A complete game shutout for Jack Dvorak. 7 innings, no runs, 2 hits. Struck out 5, walked 1, and hit a batter. Coach Riley Pazer is going to be all smiles for our Merrill Steel postgame show, which is coming up next. Consider moving your career to one of the largest growing fabrication companies in the upper Midwest. Apply at merrillsteel.com. Evergreen salvage a win on the final game of this 5-game homestand. They beat Merrill 8-0. I'm Chris Conley. Thanks for joining us for American Legion Baseball on Zaleski Sports.
Merrill Steel welcomes you as you join us in a virtual tour. Our main facility in Schofield, Wisconsin covers an area of roughly 46 acres and is home to our company headquarters. From this location, paired with our facilities in Comanche, Iowa and Springfield, Missouri, we are able to easily fulfill the needs of the industry nationwide. With nearly 1 million square feet of combined space between our 3 facilities, we are able to take on some of the biggest and most complex jobs, making us one of the top 5 steel fabricators in the country. We employ the best of the best welders, those who can weld efficiently with both metal core and flux core, and who aren't afraid to work hard. We also offer on-the-job training, so even beginner welders can learn the ropes and help us build it big. As a backup to our dedicated weld fab team, we have a robotic welder. Merrill Steel is the 4th in the U.S. to have gotten one, keeping us on the leading edge of technology. With the combination of both man and machine, no job is too big to handle, but they'd have no work on their hands without our machine operators. Where our fabrication process really begins is here. Our skilled machine ops team is responsible for bringing in the raw steel. Be it sawing, cutting, drilling, or punching, they make sure the steel is in the correct shape and size for our fab teams. As an addition to the machine ops team, we've recently purchased multiple Python X machines. These handy systems have given us increased productivity, unmatched cut quality, and predictable and consistent throughput. Moving away from fabrication, we come to our coating department. One of the unique benefits of working with Merrill Steel is our in-house blasting and painting capabilities. Many projects require a complex coating system, and that's where we shine above the competition. We regularly apply corrosion-resistant coating in-house, as well as intumescent fire protection when needed. We hold the endorsement for sophisticated paint and coating from AISC. This, along with our NACE certified inspectors, ensure a high-quality finish for every piece. The loading and staging process, sandwiched between the end of production and shipping, is an important step in the fabrication process. Within a moment's notice, we are able to handle and place an entire load onto a trailer for quick delivery to a job site. Finally, the last stage in our process is shipping. Our transit company, Merrill Steel Transit Services, is a wholly owned subsidiary of Merrill Steel Incorporated, consisting of more than 20 state-of-the-art trucks designed for transporting oversized and overweight shipments, along with hundreds of trailers ranging from 48-foot flatbeds to heavy-haul Jeep and booster combinations. We employ only the most highly skilled professional drivers, highly experienced mechanics, and knowledgeable office staff who work as a team to provide cost-effective service in a timely manner. Our shipping fleet is a major reason why we are able to be competitive throughout North America, including the contiguous 48 states, Alaska, and Canada. Thank you for taking the time to learn a little bit about us. We look forward to having you join us in building it big.
It's the Merrill Steel postgame show. Look at this. It's Chris and Riley together again, the dynamic duo. Best thing about losing streaks, they all eventually come to an end, and this one did tonight.
Yeah, it was long overdue, and when you're kind of going through a rough patch like that, all you got to do is get one to end the streak, and thankfully we were able to do that tonight.
This is an observation of mine. It doesn't have anything to do with the game. It has about the vibe when I first arrived here at Simon Field. The team still seems upbeat. Didn't see a lot of guys feeling sorry for themselves. The vibe was never bad, even though the losing streak was frustrating.
Yeah, I mean, you always want to win, you want to compete, and when things aren't going your way, it's tough. But the big pro with this team is it's a new day, and they kind of always act like that, which is really good for team morale.
For the entire homestand, not a lot of hits. As we pointed out during the broadcast, Everest is developing younger players for next season. That American Legion baseball in the Everest program is thought of as developmental baseball. So you've got a lot of JV guys who suddenly have to hit against varsity pitching. Sometimes the waters are a little deep for them.
Correct, and it's a good challenge and it's good experience. And when we look at the track record in the past, it's helped us in the following years. So it's really good for those younger guys pitching, hitting, playing defense. It's kind of good full circle.
4 hits tonight, but 8 runs come in as the losing streak comes to an end, 8-0. Let's talk to winning pitcher Jack Dvorak, who throws a complete game 2-hitter. Jack, when the team is not hitting a lot, when they're not scoring a lot of runs, when you're going to pitch, does that put a little added pressure on you? Do you know that you have to be kind of fine?
No, I mean, today I had a good feeling because, we've been struggling and we just needed to win, and I needed to locate and I found my stuff today, and my outfield and infield helped me. Defense was good.
Yeah, talk about the defense behind you. Errorless baseball, the defense was kind of sloppy at other spots in the homestand.
Yeah, I mean, you gotta fix up the lineup sometimes, and that's what we did tonight, and it helped.
And you didn't give up any free passes, only walked 1, you hit a batter, but it's a nice pitching line today. 2 hits, no runs, 5 strikeouts, 1 walk, so that's a pretty good day's work.
Oh yeah, I think so.
All right, Evergreens get the final game of this 5-game homestand. They're 8-0 winners over Merrill tonight. That's going to wrap us up on the Merrill Steel postgame show. I'm Chris Conley. Thanks for joining us on Zaleski Sports. Give us an in the house.
Yes. I'm Jack Dvorak, and I'm in the house.